today we are going to look at what the types of what of organic reactions. The types of organic reaction, only the major ones, only the major ones, which are elimination reaction, addition reaction, and the substitution reaction. But today we are going to deal with elimination reaction. Only this part, known as what is Base-induced elimination reaction or Base-induced elimination reaction, or in other words, we use dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide or alkali. Dehydro means we are going to remove hydrogen from alkyl halide and then halogen from the same organic compounds. Let's now look at this alkyl halide. This is our alkyl halide kind of reaction. Actually, we call it base-induced elimination reaction because this alkyl halide is going to react with the concentrated base, which is what is sodium hydroxide, under the catalytic alcohol, under the catalytic alcohol, heated alcohol. The most important thing to deal with in this type of reaction is to identify first which is the alpha hydrogen, which is for the beta hydrogen, which are the alpha carbons, and which are the beta carbons. This is a functional group, which is an aldehyde bonded to the first carbon. This first carbon, where this functional group has been noted attached, is known as alpha carbon. These two hydrogens which have been not attached to these alpha carbons also are the alpha hydrogen. Even here, this one is what is alpha hydrogen. The next carbon from what alpha carbon is a beta carbon. The respective what hydrogens, this and this one, also these are the beta hydrogen. Beta hydrogen from beta carbon, alpha hydrogen from alpha carbon. What is going to happen here in sodium hydroxide, this concentrated base, is catalytic bond cleavage, in which there is an equal sharing of high bond electron pair, where the high bond electron pair will be taken by this hydroxyl group and attain what negative charge as a nucleophile, while this is going to attain what positive charge as what is an electrophile. After that, this more negative atom, which is what is halide, will withdraw by negative inductive effects. It will withdraw electrons from beta carbon, not from alpha carbon, from beta carbon, and attain negative charge as a nucleophile. Negative charge as a nucleophile. Then this chloride negative charge as a nucleophile will join with the sodium to form sodium chloride. And this hydroxide will come to join with this hydrogen, which now is highly phosphorylized because more electrons have been reduced. Maybe have been reduced from this beta carbon. So become highly phosphorylized and then be taken by this to form water. This is an elimination reaction because number of atoms are removed without replacement. We are going to remove these halogens plus hydrogen from beta carbon. So our result now will be CH3 carbon. We're going to introduce double bond here because each carbon must be bonded with the 4 bonds. That's why we've added another bond here. So plus sodium chloride, again water here. Then eventually the overall reaction will be like this. It will be CH3, CH2, CH2, chlorine plus sodium hydroxide and the catalyst, which is what is alcohol. We heat it to get the product, which is what is alkene. Which is alkene plus sodium chloride plus water. This is how what things are. But for this kind of water reaction, we have seen only the circumstance when the halogen is attached at the terminal part of what of the alkyl groups. So now let us look when halogen is attached at the interior carbons. When halogen is going to attach at the interior carbon. Like this what is reaction. Let's say CH3, CHCH3, here I'm going to write what is a bromide plus concentrated base, which is potassium hydroxide, and the catalyst, alcohol. So this time around we are going to have what a two beta carbons, because our halogens here now have been situated at the interior carbon, of these organic compounds. So first of all, we must demonstrate. We are going to start according to the rule. We are going to start with this carbon because it has what it has very few carbon. There's very few carbon. There's very few number of hydrogen. Here's C3 plus potassium hydroxide. Again, this is our functional group, which has been not bonded to this carbon, which is going to be not an alpha carbon. The next carbon from alpha is a beta. So this body is an alpha carbon, this body alpha hydrogen. The next carbon is what is a beta carbon with the respective hydrogens, which now are going to be beta hydrogens. In case of this, electrolytic bond cleavage will occur here. Electrolytic bond cleavage will occur here, where the whole pi bond electron pair between potassium and hydroxide will be taken by this hydroxyl group, because oxygen here is more electronegative than potassium. Potassium will attain positive charge. And from here, bromide will withdraw electrons, not from what alpha carbon, but from what beta carbon, by negative inductive effects, and it will attain what negative charge. So long as electrons have been not removed, from this carbon, this hydrogen, whether this or this one, will become highly positive polarized and loosely held to this carbon. Will become highly positive polarized and loosely held to this carbon. Then this bromide will combine with potassium to form potassium bromide. This hydroxyl group will come direct to combine with hydrogen to form water. Now, what is going to happen is CH3 plus carbon, we're going to introduce double bonding. Why double bonding? Because we have removed several number of atoms, we have removed hydrogen and the bromide without replacement of other atoms. So we must add another bond here. So it will be like this, plus potassium bromide plus water. This is our first stage. Second stage, we are going to deal again with another beta carbon. We're going to deal with another beta carbon. This time around, we are going to deal with this beta carbon from our right hand side. Previously, we have seen the beta carbon, we have got beta carbon from our left hand side. So here, carbon, bromide, Again, this is a functional group bonded to this carbon, which is an alpha. This is going to be what alpha hydrogen. This is what alpha carbon. The next carbon is going to be what the beta carbon with their respective what hydrogens. All of these are going to be the beta hydrogen, beta hydrogen, beta hydrogen. And these what bromide, so long as it's what is more to negative will withdraw electrons and attain negative charge from beta carbon, which will result one of the hydrogen from beta carbon to be highly positive polarized. And again here we plus potassium hydroxide and alcohol. Heated alcohol. Again we bring here hydrolytica, where OH will take the pi bond electron pair and attain what negative charge as a nucleophile. Here potassium will attain what positive charge. So eventually this bromide ion will combine with potassium, form what potassium bromide. Again this one hydroxide will combine with what is this positive charge from what beta carbon to form water. So eventually going to form our alkene, like this one, plus potassium bromide plus water. Therefore, the overall reaction now of this kind of reaction is going to be CH3, CH2, CH. Here bromide plus, we have used the potassium hydroxide and the catalyst, which is what alcohol. Heated catalyst, which is alcohol, to form these two products. First one, CH3, carbon double bond, CH3, here hydrogen, plus potassium bromide plus water. Here down here, going right, CH3, CH2, carbon double bond, here hydrogen, plus potassium bromide plus water. Now this is the first type of elimination reaction known as what? Dehydrohallucination of alkyl halide or base induced elimination reaction. Thank you.